The year is 1988, and Margaret Thatcher, the Iron Lady, is still in power. Though that power is waning. She. Ah, ah, starting well.
Got
Start
this.
as we mean to
I
go
believe
on.
in you. I have faith.
I was trying to do a really nice atmospheric introduction, and then I happened.
You've got this.
Clearly,
She
you need to
survived.
re-record it.
Yeah. Whatever. She survived the miners' strikes and promoted science and development, setting up the Norfolk Loop between Norwich and Great Yarmouth, a triumph of British engineering run by the Ministry for Agriculture, Farming and Fishing. Fishes. Fish. Math, as it's a beacon of the times. Kids spend their free time playing in the streets, playing football, riding their bikes, and exploring the woods and the Broads. Grange Hill and Blue Peter dominate children's TV. Punk has died. Post-punk and goth has risen and fallen. Kylie Minogue just topped the charts with I Should Be So Lucky with My Rubber Ducky. Things are on the up. Pop culture rises. Yuppies with mobile phones prowl the streets of London. However, this is not the land our kids live in. Great Yarmouth is an old Victorian seaside resort now dominated by a failing gas and oil industry, supported by the few jobs Math offers the locals in the Loop and the Magna Train transit hub on the coast. The pleasure beach attracts few local tourists, while the Broads were once a playground of bird watching and boating. The three tall towers of the Loop spoil the pristine landscape. Welcome to everyone to Food from the Loop. They grow up so fast. Yes, and it's Food from the Loop because we basically just spend most of this time talking about food rather than playing games.
But how
I want.
I'm sure. Like most of our adventures will probably involve food, and eating it and cooking it.
Yeah, and if it doesn't, I'll be disappointed. So, welcome everyone to Tales from the Loop, but Food from the Loop, Tales from the Food Court. There's various names this is now going by. I also want to. We're workshopping it, yeah. Just want to thank Free League for inventing a game where we can absolutely cause absolute mayhem. It's great fun, this game. So, what was I going to say? Oh, I was going to start off this episode with an apology. I owe someone in the group an apology for something I said during last game. If everybody remembers, we did a bit of a Norfolk accent, or at least Alisai did a bit of a Norfolk accent, and I went, "That's not right." However,
are we going to hear that?
80% correct. Alisai was 80% correct, so I apologize, Alisai. It's on stream. It's being recorded. You have an official apology.
Alisai was right.
I'd like a beer, please. Give me a beer.
This is the best day ever.
So yeah, there we go. Anyway, cool. So that is the introductory bit out of the way. So you'll also notice we have a new face in the crowd. We have a full cast today. So what we shall do, we shall quickly go around. Everyone introduce yourself and introduce your character briefly. Who are you and who are you playing? And we shall start with our new player, Steve. Steve!
That's me.
I love how you say that like it has two E's in it.
Steve!
I'm assuming you're quoting that Mark Wahlberg psychological thriller movie from the early 90s where they yell Steve at the camera really, really awkwardly. Okay. Hello everybody, my name is Steve. You can find me on Stolen Fire's Discord as Voodoo Arcade, and today I'm here to play Marcus, our troublemaker.
Cool. So we shall introduce Marcus very, very soon, and we shall find out what they've been up to whilst everyone has been dealing with a drunk Fred. Not Brian. Next up on the screen, we'll go around in whatever direction this is. Alisai. Do you want to introduce yourself and your character?
I mean, you just kind of took care of it. Just took the wind
Just-
out of my sails. I was so excited.
You get one apology and that's
I'm
it.
Alisai, and I'm playing Virginia Gigi Humphin Poppin. She's a popular girl. But does she have a dark secret? She's 13. How dark can it get?
In this game, very.
Oh no.
Well, with
I
this,
don't-
I think with this group as well, probably very. Because yeah, next up on the screen in the opposite corner, I think that yeah, the cameras are flipped, so it's going to be that side. Is Tracy.
Okay, I'm in the middle for me, but I'm Tracy, and I am.
I'm looking at
playing
the Twitch screen. Sorry.
I am Heather, and I'm also 13, and I am really smart, and I know it, and I almost always think I'm the smartest person in the room, but I am pretty sensitive, even though I don't want to admit it, and it often makes me shut down. And my no, I'll leave that for later. Okay, that's me.
Yes. Yeah, I'm Mehdi, and I'm playing a Paige, Schreiber. Okay, I still cannot
Schreiber.
pronounce my character's name. Honestly, it looked nice on paper. But then when I came to pronunciation, I just failed spectacularly. So
That's like me. I look good on paper, but then people meet me and they're like, "Oh my god, what?" And they run away screaming.
You look good, like on camera.
We'll
I
see.
guess would that count as on paper? But yeah,
Depends on the
yes,
screen. Anyway,
but yes, I play Paige, who's the weirdo archetype, and she's the repository of this weird trivia and unnecessary knowledge.
and what are you looking for currently? What did you decide you were going on the camping trip to find?
Right. The Norfolk Yeti.
Yeti,
Which is
which I completely forgot to look up the name for.
yeah. It's just all it's all it's honestly, like, Yetis and Bigfoots are clearly two the exact same thing. We just have an annual migrational pattern, and this is there's people just think that they're two different things because they're different locales.
Yeah, they are quite clearly the same creature.
Yeah.
So,
Sounds
cool.
like science to me.
Facts are real. I proved that numbers are fake a couple of days ago. Yay, academia. Don't get me started. We'll start with the game. So we have our young group of people. I was going to say miscreants, but that's just the players. So, word of warning: the usual content warning. Tales from the Loop is not technically a horror game or a horror setting, but it does deal with children, in this case, young teens, and it will deal with real life. It will deal with real life situations that some people might find a little bit too much. The way we tend to play in this game is we are quite lighthearted. We tend to do nice things and have a bit of fun with food. But there will be scenes that will come up where it will be everyday life. The kids will be at school. They'll be dealing with their parents or siblings. So please be aware. If you're watching this, if any of these scenes become too much, please do take 10 minutes, step away. We're here to have fun. We're not here to upset or distress people. We have our own list of do's and don'ts. We have our lines and veils. We have the X card in play as players. So we know what to do. We have our own guidelines. But you as listeners, you can turn off. You can run away. You can hide. You can keep yourself safe. This is a game. It's designed for fun. So let's all have some fun in Food from the Loop.
Ace Whale supports your need to get some distance.
Yes. And even though this is also the 1980s, we're not going into full fuckery of the 1980s. But yes, so let us begin. Let us begin. We left off last time. The kids have come back from a rather eventful / uneventful camping trip out in the Broads. And they have managed to get themselves back, despite the fact that Frank was in no state to drive. We discovered that one of the kids could drive. And you have arrived back in Great Yarmouth. You've dropped Frank off in the van and left him to sober up a little bit. And you've headed into the city centre. Now, city centres in England are shopping districts. They are shopping regions. We don't do malls. Everything happens in the city centre. Great Yarmouth is an old Victorian city centre. It has an actual marketplace still down the middle of the road. So like like plastic covered tents. Stop playing with the chat, please, Alice. So rather than hang out in malls, as Rachel is asking, you hang out in the market square or on the coast, on the beach itself, and cause all sorts of mischief in that kind of respect. So it's not mall goth, mall goth. It's a beach goth. I'm not sure that really is a thing because goths and sand and things don't really mix. But anyway, so you have come into the market street, market square, which is the city centre. The three of you, Heather, Paige, and Gigi, have just come back, and you have seen, not too far away from you, a group of these ones I am going to call miscreants, slightly older teens, maybe a year or two above you in high school. In one side of it, looking like they're going to kind of cause trouble. And you also see someone you recognize, someone who probably should have been with you last night, but wasn't. So, Marcus, what are you doing in this marketplace while these three turn up? What have you been doing during the day?
Well, I woke up, and I mean, I had to get dressed, I guess, and I just kind of came down here, and I don't know, what am I supposed to be doing? You just want me to be? I always want to be doing something. No, I'm just here.
Okay. Just
existing.
not being at home.
Yes, that is the number one goal of Marcus, is not to be home, because outside of home he can have no expectations placed on him, which is why he literally does not want to be doing anything for as much as possible.
Okay, cool. So you're just kind of hanging around, just loitering.
Yes.
Cool. So, Heather, Paige, Gigi, obviously you've had this experience and you've seen Steve, who did not join you last night. What do you do? Do you approach Steve? Do you ignore him?
Yep.
What
Paige
do you
is
do?
Paige is like running towards Marcus.
Marcus! Arms wide open, ready to jump a hug.
Yeah, I forget. Like, what was Marcus's archetype again?
Troublemaker.
Yeah. She's tackling him.
Uh, uh, hey, Paige.
Where,
Hey.
like, where were you yesterday? Like, you missed the most amazing thing last night. Like the loop was like glowing, and then there's just like this giant. The Heather, like, you saw this flying this like it's like launched right out of the loop, and it's just like looped right back, and and uh, and I only managed to catch a bit of it on camera though.
Oh, and Marcus is clearly like trying to keep up with the story as much as possible. Like, oh, don't we get it next time. We get it next time. Sorry, I wish I could have been there, but parents made me. I don't know. Made me go to some meeting, to learn about how to be like a better person and lead people. Or so, I don't know, something, some, 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 make a better. Some make a better, make me better. I don't know. I didn't pay attention, but I'm here now. And that's what matters.
Steve, apparently you've got quieter.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix that. I'll work on it. 'Cause I'm
I
like,
mean, it sounds fine to me.
yeah, I'm blowing out my gain over here. Okay.
Blame technology. We're in the 80s. It doesn't work. Whilst Paige and Marcus are playing rugby in the middle of the town centre, what about Heather and Gigi? What do they do?
I'm going to give Marcus a quick wave, and I'm running to my house.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah,
I give you the apology. I let you do nice things to you, and you split the party. I see how it is.
My character would do.
Oh no!
What my
Not
character would do.
Not the character. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
You run off. Cool.
I'm gonna
Okay.
glance over at Marcus and sit down and crack open my journal and start doing a little writing.
Okay. So we will come back to Alisai. We'll have an interesting scene with Alisai and not Alisai, Gigi. I'll get things right at one point in my life. We'll have a scene with your parents.
Apparently, I'm very quiet. I don't know what to do about this.
Speak into your microphone. Sorry.
Gotcha.
Okay. We'll come back to you anyway while things are going on. Anyway, so we'll come back to the rugby tackling. So, quick question to Marcus.
Yeah.
What were you doing about 2 or 3 o'clock at night?
2 or 3 o'clock at night. Oh, wait. Okay. That's in like you're talking about the AM, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. 2 or 3 o'clock. So 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I should say.
Thank you. Yes, I was.
Time doesn't exist.
True. Y'all gotta stop making the same jokes.
It's the only way I can be funny because I know the joke works.
I would say that, doing very light-hearted mischief in regard, like I probably snuck out of a window and tried to go smoke a cigarette really quickly because I know I'm not supposed to, and just generally not be in my room where I'm supposed to be. And that is the most exhilarating, amazing thing ever. Like, I'm just such a troublemaker and such a rebel.
How much attention do you pay to life around you while you are outside having a cigarette?
Um, Not so much paying attention to the world around me. I'm not like going out to try to like see the world. I'm actually paying more attention to my house, waiting for one of my parents to see and come out. The action is more to get a my action is more to get a reaction out of them, so that's where my attention is, waiting for the door
Okay.
to fly open. But you know,
Cool.
I'm not paying attention, but my attention is more at waiting for the yelling to start.
Ooh. Okay. So I'll just say for convenience sake, you don't notice anything weird,
Okay,
just so I don't have to explain anything.
perfect.
So you are completely oblivious as to everything that's happened. So Paige running up to you and going at you at 600 million miles an hour.
Heard there
is
was
complete.
glowing and some flying, but she got some of it on camera, so you know.
Cool.
I'm
So
sure.
we'll
I'm sure when we
continue-
get back home, you know, she'll put it. She'll run it back.
So we'll continue then quickly with this meeting. Continue your conversation.
Well, okay. So,
Oh, just as a quick reminder to everyone else,
yes.
there were the adults walking around. You might have, whether you pay attention to this or not, Marcus, will let you decide.
Okay.
There are more adults around than normal. There appears to be a police presence. At least, Marcus, you might know this. There appears to be a police presence on the beach itself. You may have walked past it. Heather, Paige, Gigi, you probably don't know. You've not been that way yet. But you are aware of the trucks. But there's also been conversations that mention Daniel Rath and research at the loop that may be causing this extra thing. I'm trying to find the notes that tell me what they say. Oh, yeah, you hear about Dr. Rath, Daniel? Yeah, poor guy. Just shows what happens when you get obsessed with work, I guess. I think he got frustrated. There are rumors going around that someone's interfering with research problems. Might have something to do with that. You kind of hear this kind of vagary stuff about this kind of going on.
Okay.
For all of you, I don't know whether, again, Marcus, you actually pay attention when you're at school or not. Again, let you decide whether you know this. The name Dr. Daniel Rath rings a bell
Okay.
in the fact that they have been to school and given a presentation about the loop in a morning assembly. But how much you paid attention or not to that is all up to you. I'm guessing maybe Heather might have paid attention, wanting to learn some things about the loop. But yeah, so Daniel Rath is a name that is known to you. And it appears that maybe some of the adults might be blaming them.
So, Paige, did you say this was near the loop? You were camping? Where was all this?
Sorry, I couldn't catch that last part.
Oh, sorry. I was just asking where were you saying this glowy fly thing was happening?
It's like up north in the Broads. I mean, you were supposed to be there.
Yeah. I know. I just couldn't get away. Again, my dad keeps wanting me to learn all these things, and I would rather been hanging out with y'all. Would definitely would rather been hanging out with y'all.
I mean, I mean, I had like I had to teach Heather how to make a tent.
Heather made a tent.
And oh, and Gigi as well. Mostly Gigi. I had to teach Gigi how to make a tent. it it took 45 minutes.
Well,
Teamwork.
I'll see that Heather is jotting things down in her journal and kind of motion to her, and but I'm sure she now has like detailed drawings and charts and blueprints for how to erect a tent very quickly now.
Wait, where's that? Who's that to?
Oh, I'm saying it to you about Heather, just kind of making fun that she probably has like these detailed blueprints of just putting a tent up for camping.
I mean, I should hope so. I mean, I've been giving her a lot of pointers on the way back.
Okay, all right. Well, if I ever need a tent in the middle of the woods, I know who to go to. Where did Gigi run off to?
Oh, June. Oh, yeah. Where is Gigi? Oh no, we lost Gigi.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Heather,
Hey,
Heather, and I'll make my way over there. Hoping Paige follows. Be like, where'd Gigi go?
Gigi took off in the way of her house, I guess.
Everything okay?
I don't know. Didn't say a word.
Want to go get her?
I mean, if you want to go ask, sure.
I mean, there's like not much to do. There's there's a whole bunch of adults like hanging around. So, and
Yeah, it's not
they're also boring.
Yeah.
As
and-
you say, as Paige says, boring. Let's up the entertainment value a little bit. The
Uh-oh.
group of teens the older teens that you've noticed kind of the other side of the market street towards the beach. You notice them starting to kick off a little bit. You kind of hear you hear loud voices being shouted and a little bit of a kerfuffle beginning over in the corner. Most of the adults are just going to look over, see it's a group of teens, and kind of just ignore it. But yeah, the older kids seem to be doing something over there. As you look over, from the top end of the market street all the way down, it's a single straight road that leads straight to the beach. You can see blue flashing lights on the beach. But the police don't seem to be running towards the kids or anything.
It's like Paige kind of has this kind of a pausing moment, and just suddenly remembered. Oh right, I think it dropped off something back around here. Yeah, last night.
You dropped something here last night?
Oh, and no, the UFO, the giant glowy thing. GFT, giant loop thing.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I like giant
just
loop
going to be this like getting being distracted by acronyms for a bit.
While Paige is cycling through acronyms, I'll look to Heather. y'all brought. She said that she just got a recording. Y'all found something?
I think she said that the glowy thing dropped something.
Yeah.
Paige, what happened?
Yeah, I think remember, the glowing. I think the glowing thing would disappeared like around back back up where our town is, and then it kind of like and then something dropped. I think the last time I came out, I saw something drop off from the air there, and then just afterwards it came back, or does I think? No, wait. Yeah. I think that was it. Like, what was that? Was that it, Tanner?
Paige,
Is that how it went?
did you get a picture of this?
Uh, yeah. I still need to develop it though. Because
As you say that, you quite clearly hear from the youths, as we'd say in England, youths. Fuck off, Daniel, you fucking weirdo. Smells like you've not been home. Fuck off, you weirdo.
The hell? Daniel. Do we know it? Out of here. Do we know of Daniel?
Do we?
Do we?
Did you
No,
listen to what I said a couple of minutes ago?
You did.
None of
but-
you did.
No, you did because
They're
you're.
older.
It sounds
You
like
said they're
Teen.
older.
Okay, because that's the speaker from the loop was named Daniel, right?
You'll also probably know other children called Daniel
Other
because it's quite a popular
Oh
name.
no. Okay.
But if any of you look over, you do see them kind of bullying and picking on a disheveled looking man who's looking
Jeez.
quite distraught, a little bit like they've probably not slept for quite some time, looking a little bit desperate, distraught, distracted. The adults, the grown-ups around the area seem to be avoiding him as well. They just seem to be letting the kids bully him,
Okay.
call him names, and push him around a bit.
Okay. Okay.
Well, we shall carry on for this for a little bit longer, but not too much, and then we shall jump to Gigi and see how her parents react to whatever it is they're going to say. But how do you react to this? Do you just kind of let the kids continue doing what they're doing?
No, I wouldn't. I don't know how everyone else feels. I'm just kind of like, why are they doing that to him?
Yeah. How old is Daniel again? By the way,
He's like an adult.
Okay.
I thought.
Yeah, I know Paige is going to just bring her a camera and like just turns on the flash. And just it's make I guess I'm taking snapshots, just very obvious snapshots of these bunch of kids bullying but bullying this guy, and adults, and of the adults like clearly avoid not paying attention.
Yep.
Yeah, Heather's
So-
had about enough. So I'm just not even afraid at all. I'm not gonna put up with the bullying. So I'm gonna go over and just say, what do you guys think you're doing?
I'm going to have to method act. Who the fuck do you think you are? I don't know why I've gone London.
We're American. We don't know the difference. It's fine.
Yeah, it's all fine.
Clearly a bunch of chavs from London.
Bunch of chavs. I'm not going to do a chav accent. I'm not going to go Liverpudlian.
Oh no.
Yeah. What the fuck do you want? Who the fuck are you?
I'm someone that doesn't appreciate you guys being total jerks.
What the fuck are you going to do about it?
Gotta
This
get-
when
gotta
you
go on
when you are
camera.
there, when you are there, you recognize them as the school bullies that tend to just pick on everybody and anybody. Like Marcus is the troublemaker, but these are the ones. This is like the gang troublemakers. Marcus is probably a little bit more of a loner, I would guess.
Mhm.
These are
would
like
say-
your
These would probably be my only friends.
So yeah, they pick on anybody for anything. They'll always find that small little thing to pick on people with. So it's like, yeah, what the fuck are you gonna do about it?
Pretty much tell anybody, because who's going to believe you over me? And if
We have
you
it on-
want
we
to
have it on
get
film.
taken back in, then feel free, because everybody knows how you are. So why don't you walk away and I'll keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, everybody fucking knows who we are, so nobody's gonna do fucking shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
none of the adults are going to do shit?
No.
Please. You think you're something, don't you? But I know how many times you've been taken in and how many times you've been suspended from school. So why don't you calm down and stop what you're doing?
So being suspended from school is a bad thing. Fuck that. I don't care.
Yeah, jail's pretty bad. So you don't care about that either, then, do you?
And look, we're not 16. We ain't going to fucking jail.
Mm-hmm.
And you see those fucking coppers over there? Those fucking pigs over there? They ain't interested. They're dealing with whatever the fuck that is on the beach. That fucking weird shit that happened last night. So fuck it, we can do what we like. Look at
All right,
these
well,
adults
then I'll-
over there, you fuckers.
Well, then
And they
I'll
just
go
turn
talk
around
to
and start
them.
abusing the adults as well. Steve, yes.
What's
Marcus.
what's his last name again? Just if he has one, does he have one?
Wrath. WRAFF. So however you want to pronounce that, Wrath.
Oh,
Roth.
well,
Wrath.
Wow.
I think Mr. and Mrs. Raff might be interested in knowing what you've been up to.
As you turn around and look, Daniel has kind of cowering in a shop corner somewhere, vaguely bothering some other adults. He
Yeah,
seems to have
I-
forgotten what's going on with the teenagers.
And like,
Steve, Marcus. Marcus had his hand up.
Sorry. So while the bully teens are doing their whole thing and Heather is putting her foot down and being assertive, is it possible that I could kind of move around them a little bit, just kind of get at, not bring their attention to me? And what I would like to do is pants the leader.
Yes. Yes.
and you know, Paige has the camera just ready, ready too.
Yes.
Yes. I love this. I love this. So yeah, as the conversation is going on, and Paige goes, "I've got you all on camera." It's like, "That's a nice camera. That. I think I'll have that. Fucking give us that camera, will you?" And he starts reaching towards you.
Nope, this Paige is like just trying, maybe just like keep it away, or just start running.
Yeah, and as he starts leaning towards you, and all the others are like the other two are behind this guy who's talking. He's like, they're kind of like, yeah, get that camera. None of them are paying attention to Marcus. Marcus is not on their radar because he's not part of the crew. He's not being picked on by the group. He's kind of blending in, and he's snuck around. It's like as he reaches forwards, what do you do, Marcus?
Since I'm not on their radar, I'd like to just go forward as quick as I can between them, grab the the nice top part of his pant legs, and just grab as much fabric material as I can and just yank down as hard as I can. And
Now, I have a question here about a certain style of clothing and when it appeared in society.
okay,
So I don't know whether there were a thing in the US, but there were definitely a thing in the UK when I was around 13, which would have been a few years later than this.
sure.
Belts?
Not belts. Belts have always been a thing, Alice, my dear. We're not that backwards in Norfolk. We are quite backwards, but
You named yourselves after a Virginian town. I don't know how
yes,
backwards
that's
you are.
what we did. Yes, we named ourselves after a US place. Like the Duke of Norfolk has not been a big thing for most of UK history at all.
Unless I was right again.
Live in your own little
world.
world there. So there's a type of you'll see them quite often in sports games and stuff. Like athletes will wear the joggers, the tracksuit bottoms, which they have poppers down the side and you can rip them off.
Sure.
Do we want these to exist in 1988?
Oh, absolutely.
Because they were
Yes.
very much a thing for chavs or down like bully kids and stuff. They all wore the kind of like the high end sports gear.
Yeah, loose fitting
So-
track gear. Yeah, that
Yeah,
seems like something
yeah.
these guys
with
would be
with
wearing.
popper buttons down the side. So
Nice.
when you pull them, it's not just that they come down; they split,
split,
in half.
Yeah.
Cool. That's what they're wearing. So you can literally just rip them off, not down.
I just ole, just whoosh.
and you know there's a flash of the camera that are going to flash of a bit in the lights because like Paige just probably took a picture of that in motion.
Yeah, you've been shooting from the hip all this whole time. It's like, no, it's my camera. No, there's no one behind you doing anything. No, I'm not lining up this shot at all. No.
Yeah. Oh, nice, Ninja Turtle boxers.
It takes him a second to realize what's happened. So he's leaning forward. So, his hands shoot to his private regions, covers up this, and he is wearing not boxers. He's wearing tighty whities, as we would call them, Y-fronts.
Okay.
With on the back it says Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles because we're in England, not Ninja Turtles.
Another
And he
big
just looks
England mess up.
absolute. No, it's one of the things that it's because we weren't trying to be racist, but we also didn't understand that it was actually a rip-off of Daredevil at the time. So yeah, the Foot Clan, the Hand Clan, the whatever. We won't get into Marvel stuff because I don't know much.
Jeez.
Yes. Look, Ben's giving you a description in the chat as to kind of what happened. But yeah, so he's kind of like, what the fuck have you done? Kind of panics. His two friends just kind of turn around, look at him, and start laughing, pointing at him, going, "Yeah." And he goes, "Hear me, you're dead!" And he runs.
and I'll start running around the town square, waving his pants over my head, like a kid would do.
Yeah, like a flag of victory.
Exactly.
He chases you for a little bit, trying to cover his modesty as best as he can. But as soon as all the adults see and all the grown-ups are seeing, and he just realizes that everybody he's laughing at him, like a couple of hundred people in the market square are just laughing at him. You have just removed all ounce of power that this kid thought he had. He will never bully anyone ever again.
Yes.
Um, and we will leave this scene and this comedy. Imagine the Benny Hill theme tune going on in the background as Marcus is waving a pair of tracksuit bottoms, joggers around his head, and this kid in his Teenage Mutant Hero Turtle Y fronts, running around the town center. So, yeah, you have just pantsed a 16-year-old. So well done. Because high school.
who was who was bullying a bum as well. So
So yeah, we shall now move over to Gigi. You have obviously not witnessed any of this because you have run home. How far do you reckon you live from the city center town? It's a town.
It'd be a nice but cheap place. So
15 minutes then.
yeah, I don't think she's gonna make the run the entire way, but
We'll just say it's taken you 15 minutes to get there.
yeah.
At whatever pace it is, you have decided to skedaddle from the market square. So I'm going to guess you just open the door into the house.
Yeah, she lets herself in and she's going to start looking around for her dad and her little brother.
Are they both home? It's a Sunday afternoon. Will they both be home? Would you expect them to be around?
Her little brother, yes. She doesn't know if her dad picked up any shifts.
Okay. So as you enter the house, then 2-story or 1-story, bungalow or house?
Let's go house.
Okay. So your little brother will be upstairs in his bedroom, playing with toys of some kind. It could be Lego, could be I don't know, Transformers, He-Man, army soldiers. What does he like to play with? Or does he like
He's
reading?
He's about 10 at this point, so I would say he likes
Meccano.
reading, but he's really into comic books and trying to draw his own.
Ah, cool. Yeah, Ben has said it should be Meccano. So you probably know it as Meccano, but it's from Liverpool, so it's Meccano. Because you've got to do a Liverpool accent when you say it. Anyway, so he's in his bedroom. He's in his bedroom playing, reading and drawing comics. Cool. So this game, obviously, as we've said, we build the world together. And this is going to be one of those scenes outside of the main story, hook line, where we delve into kind of the personal lives of the characters. And this requires a lot of back and forth and agreeing with the players. And we build the world together. So even though you have said you don't know, well, Gigi doesn't know if their dad has picked up any shifts. I'm going to guess Alisai has an idea. If you want me to decide, I'll decide, but this is going to be a personal interaction for Gigi. So I take my lead from you as to kind of what you are going to be comfortable with and things in this.
I'm going to say for once he didn't.
So he is home. Is he home or is he?
He's home.
Okay.
Probably exhausted, but home.
We'll say he will be Then maybe in the living room, cup of tea or a 6-pack, up to you, watching TV, kind of zoning out life. Doesn't really notice that you've come home. Doesn't hear the door open or close. Your little brother. What is your little brother's? What are their names? So what is little brother and daddy called? Do you have a name, or have I just put you on the spot?
I've got this. Hold on.
Quick,
Chat, I
name
need a name
generator.
for my dad. The little brother's name is Hammond, Hemi for short.
Hand me the hamburger.
And the dad's name is Horace.
Wayne.
Irving. Horace. I don't know. Horace is a.
You're too late, Betty. We are going for the alliteration. Hammond and Horace Humphenpoppen.
Real traditional Narthok names there. Ooh, ooh. Love it. Cool. Horace. Yeah, so Hammond and Horace. So Horace does not notice you come in, but Hammond hears the door shut. He's like, oh, is that you, Gigi? You hear the squeak from upstairs.
Hemi, hey,
Hey, you're home early.
is Dad home?
I think so. I didn't hear him leave. The TV's on, so guess so.
I'm going to check the living room real quick.
As you open the living room, you see him kind of slouched in the sofa, blankly staring at, what would be on a Sunday afternoon? Can't remember the name of the program. But Sunday TV in the 80s in England, mid-afternoon, was awful. It's like, doesn't matter which one of the 4 channels you turn on, because there was only 4 channels. It was usually something related to farming. And it will be one of these farming channels. He's got it on, the volume is on. It doesn't really appear to be like he's paying attention. He seems to be kind of not focused at the screen.
Dad, you didn't work last night, did you?
Hi, Gigi. Yeah. I worked last night. Yeah. Hi.
Is everything okay? I saw a bunch of big trucks go toward the loop.
Oh yeah. Something I don't know. There was like I don't know, an incident. It got really hectic and really stressful.
You're okay?
So yeah, I'm fine, but like some government types, like the suits,
Yeah.
came and we had to shut down quickly, and all us low
Yeah.
breeds, I suppose.
You're okay.
We got
then.
sent home. Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm just
Okay. Has Hemi had breakfast?
brain overload.
Yeah.
Oh shit! What time is it?
I'm going to look over at the clock. What time is it?
It's about 1.
About 1? Has he had lunch?
Kind of, he looks at the table in front of him, so there's like a living room
I'll get us
coffee
something.
table thing. So I've not. I don't even know if I've eaten. I'm all right. I'm all right. Good. Yeah.
I'm just going to make us some lunch.
Yeah. Thank you, Gigi.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know you're a good girl. You know where everything is. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got it.
Cool. Thank you. And then he just kind of zones out again. seems to be not interested but hyper interested in the sheepdog chasing sheep around a field on TV.
And is there a door between the kitchen and living room?
So
A
a
doorway?
quick vague description of Victorian houses in England. They have a corridor that runs, so they're usually terraced houses, so they're usually all jammed together next to each other. There's a corridor that will run against the wall that is connected to the other house, and there'll be a staircase that goes up to the second floor there. The front room will generally be the living room and will have a fireplace.
Yeah.
There'll be one door into that. You'll have to come out and go back into the corridor to another room at the back, which will be your kitchen, dining room, and then behind that, sometimes there's a bathroom, sometimes it's a storage cupboard, sometimes it's a utility room.
Yeah.
People do strange things with that weird space at the back of a Victorian house. And upstairs is bedrooms and possibly a bathroom.
Okay, then she's going to go into the kitchen and she's going to just relax.
Put the kettle on, have a cup of tea.
Actually, yeah.
Cup of PG tips. You buy it like that.
And she's going to fry up some tomatoes, put some toast on.
Tomatoes.
She's going to fry up some maters, put some toast
I'm not
on.
sure Mater wants to be fried. That's a bit mean, frying a car.
Truck.
Truck fine. Carry on.
I'm having a serious moment for my character here.
That's why I said carry on. We'll not make any food jokes anymore. It's not a promise. It's not a promise.
She
And-
gets some butter out and she brings it around to the rooms.
Yeah, cool. You're going to take some up to Hammy?
Yeah.
As you enter the room, he's kneeling on the floor, staring at. There's an open comic next to him. There's a pile of discarded paper with scribbles and drawings on it. Seems hyper focused on his drawing. And there's scattered around him, not just the paper of the drawings that he's been doing, but like crisp packets, potato chip packets, scattered around, sweet wrappers around. It looks like he's somehow managed to find entry into the snack cupboard to keep himself fed.
Hammy,
Yes, CG? He scribbles more.
I want you to look around yourself.
Yes. Kind of. You see him kind of glance around and turns around, looks at you. He's got chocolate all over his face. And you, what?
Hammy, did you get into the sweets?
No. No.
Hammy, you have
Why
chocolate
would you
on your
think that?
face. Hammy,
No, I don't. No, I don't.
it's
Look.
too late.
I don't know why a 10-year-old is behaving like a 5-year-old at the moment, but he is. No. Oh. And then he looks at his hand. And he goes, I've been caught chocolate-handed, haven't I? Sorry.
That was clever. I'm going to wait to tell Dad because that was clever.
Well, thank you. But like Dad wasn't here this morning when I woke up. You weren't here. Well, what was I meant to do?
Toast.
You toast is boring. All we eat here is toast and butter. Occasionally,
Oh,
occasionally you put a bit of jam on it, which is all right. But come on, you
oh,
know crisps are better.
the roasts and the chickens that I make are just toast. They're just all we have are toast. That's it. That's the only thing.
All right, all right, all right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
So I guess,
you weren't here. You weren't here.
and you can take care of yourself now.
I did. That's why I got some crisps.
Well, since you don't want any toast, I assume you don't want any of this.
Kind of looks at what you've made. You can kind of.
I'm going to pick up the
As
toast and I'm going
you've
slowly-
made it, it'll be a waste, and we know we don't waste food in this hand. We don't
So
waste
you-
food
So toast is okay.
because you made it. Yes.
Here you go. Get this cleaned up before you do any more drawing.
Okay. I'll eat the toast. I'll clean up. I'll bring the cups and things down, and I'll do the washing up as well. Is that okay?
I'd appreciate it.
You're a good sister.
And you're a good brother. Wash your face. How did you get all that chocolate? You know what? That's not a question. That's not a question I'm going to bother with.
You get the usual, just kind of that teenagers and preteens like to do when they're told to do certain things, and you kind of like, "Oh, go fine. I'll wash my face." You know he's still got chocolate all over his hands. He puts his hands on the carpet, on his drawings, and on the comics, pushes up, and gets up
I
and
just-
goes to wash his face. And you look down, and there's a massive chocolate handprint on the carpet.
I just stare at it. Truly, this is the moment that broke Gigi.
And you hear Hammy in the bathroom washing up a little bit, and he comes back in, and he just sees you staring at the floor, and he looks down at the floor, does that kind of shit. He
Language.
whispers, that was already there.
No, it wasn't. No, it was not.
Uh,
Nope.
uh,
Nope.
uh.
Do with it what you want to. I'm
Quick question. Out of character here.
Okay.
Most houses at this time have only 2 bedrooms. The master bedroom and then one more. Do you share this room with Hammy? Is this also where you sleep? Or is there another room? Are you a rich family and have 3 bedrooms?
No, we are very much not. That's why Dad is always picking up shifts.
Yeah.
So we do share a bedroom.
Okay. So cool. So this is your bedroom as well.
Yeah.
Cool. Just to establish grounds now. Oh shit! That was already there. It's like you can see him starting to visibly panic now.
Calm down. Everything that's not paper can be cleaned.
Okay. How shall I clean? And he's like properly.
I'll take care of it later. Take care of the washing up for the dishes.
Okay. He picks up all the rubbish. Looks around the room. Can't really see a rubbish bin anywhere or a trash bag. So he kind of grabs it all into his arms and he sneaks off out the room, and you hear the stairs creak as he goes down the stairs. You are left in the room by yourself.
I'm going to go downstairs and ask my dad for money for a new cassette.
You
I'm
just
gonna
kind of
do
get a
some
you
things
kind of get a
downstairs.
wave. It's like, oh, yes, his wallet's over there.
All right, I'm going to pull out some money for a cassette and honestly, probably like a drink or a snack or something while I'm out. Yellow.
So a tape album is probably going to be about £6-7 at this time. You pull out a £10 note. So there's definitely way more than what you were asking for. You hear Hammy kind of clamping around in the kitchen, cleaning, doing a 10-year-old's attempt at the washing up.
I'm going to check in on him. Hammy.
He
Just so
kind
we're
of
clear.
there's a big bubble. The sink is full of a lot of bubbles, as
I'm
he
not-
appears to have overfilled with dishwashing soap.
I'm not mad at you. I'm proud of you for doing the washing up. Don't flood the kitchen. You've got this. I'm going to step out for a little bit, okay?
Oh, okay. Thank you.
If you need help, Dad is actually home right now,
Okay.
okay?
I'll make sure everything's clean and tidy for when you come back. What time are you coming back?
I don't know,
Oh,
but Dad can help you out. He would love to spend time with you. He loves you. You've got this, kid, okay?
oh, okay.
All right.
Okay. Have
I love you?
fun. Love you too.
All right.
And you just kind of see him clapping his hand as you slow walk. He turns around, starts clapping his hand in the bubbles. The bubbles go everywhere.
I'm going to poke my head in the living room. Dad, can you help Hammy with the washing up, please?
You kind of get a vague nod out of him. You're unsure as to whether he understood the question or not.
Dad.
Yeah,
Dad.
yes.
Yeah, he's doing washing up right now and he needs your help.
He can do washing up. There's
You need to
nothing
see what
breakable
he's
in this
doing.
house.
Before you believe that, you need to see what he's doing. I love you. I'll be back later.
Okay, yeah, love you too. Bye. Don't get into trouble.
No promises. Check out what Hammy's doing.
He goes. He looks like he's standing up, and as you kind of see this and you walk out, you never hear him actually leave the room.
I have a good dad. He's probably looking over Hammy right now.
Yep. And I'm going to guess you're going to head back into town.
Yes. What's going on in chat?
Something about cars and Mater. Ben's around, so obviously it's gone crazy.
Cars had a queen?
Yeah. Cars 4, they go to England. They meet the Queen of England. Was it Cars 4 or Cars 3? Anyway, sidetrack. These movies haven't been made yet in this world.
That
Oh.
series went downhill quick, didn't it?
Ben, be nice to our guests.
We shall stop talking about Cars the movies because they're about 25, 30 years away. Hang on, we're 1988, yeah, so we're about 20 years away. I can do math,
Whoa.
I can do time.
Right, we're playing a game.
Yeah, that wasn't just us having a nice little chat there, Alisai. So,
God damn it,
cut
Ben.
back to Marcus running around the market square, waving a pair of athlete ant things around his head. And we'll say for time dilation reasons.
Sure.
Gigi, you walk into the market square because the HMV where you buy cassettes from is across the other side. You walk around and you don't see straight away what's happening, but what basically happens is Marcus nearly runs into you as he's waving these pants around his head.
Oh, hey, Gigi, you're here. We were just gonna come get you. Hey, here, hide these.
Sure.
All right, see you in a little bit. And just keep running.
I place them behind my back. I look at where he's going. And I'm going to walk into the music store. And I'm going to throw the pants in between some shelves.
Fair enough. The owner is nowhere to be
evil.
seen. So, well, this is obviously all going on. What's Heather been doing? Obviously, you've had the argument, and you've seen far too much of this young chap, this 16-year-old bully, than you probably wanted to ever in your entire life. And then you've just seen them run around to Benny Hill not Benny Hill music, but the theme, that idea. How does Heather react to this madness?
Well, as soon as the attention is off me, I decide that it's a good idea for me to make myself a little more scarce. So I'm going to go in a shop myself, and as the closest shop is the music store, I duck in there and head to the back.
As you duck in at the same time as Gigi walks through. So you kind of bump into Gigi as well. Can you, Heather, make me an empathy roll?
Okay. Wait. Remind me what I'm supposed to do.
So look at your sheet. Find
okay,
empathy.
Yeah.
You have a score in that. Find the associated attribute. Look at the score in that. Add those together. Roll that number of dice, and tell me how many sixes you get. It doesn't work if you've got your green screen on.
I have my green screen on.
I got 1, 2, 3 sixes.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa. Wow. Okay.
Ben's Roll 20 could do that.
Well,
yeah.
maybe I did it wrong. So I went to empathize, and I had a 1 there.
Yep.
And it's associated with mind, and I've got a 5 there. So I rolled
So you roll
6
6.
dice.
Yeah, that's right. You roll 6 dice. But remember, you have a point of benevolence as well. If you want to re-roll stuff, you have your luck. If you want to re-roll stuff, you can take a condition if you want to re-roll stuff, because this game doesn't want you to fail. But you didn't. You got 3 sixes. That is an incredible roll. Alice all knows about me and dice rolling, and especially roll 20. Actually, Tracy, you know all about my. Actually, no, I didn't roll any dice for our game before. I don't roll dice well. But also, roll 20 just doesn't roll dice well ever. Anyway, so you've got some successes there as you start walking through the music store HMV. Which I think came around in like the 60s under the name His Master's Voice. And the logo is the dog looking down the gramophone because it recognizes his master's voice on the gramophone. Very, very famous symbol.
Wait, that's what it stands for?
Yeah, HMV is His Master's Voice. And the image is a very classic image of a dog first hearing a recorded message as it hears his master's voice through the gramophone. We're clever sometimes, us Brits. Not very often, mind you.
And I'm very proud of you all.
Thank you. And yes, the RAC logo as well. There's loads of logos that are relatively clever, unlike America. McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and a Pizza Hut. Sorry.
Yeah, awesome things.
I feel like
We've gone on a sidetrack again. You've got 3 successes. I
It's a
can
whole
stay
different-
focused.
a whole different level of food discussion right here.
I can stay focused. This is not me being. Anyway, so 3 successes. Why have you. What? Alisai.
it's a high town in Norwich.
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 Norwich. Not
Norwich.
Norwich. Norwich.
Norwich.
Okay. Yeah. No, I know it. That's next to the Guild Hall. I know where that is. Yeah. Ignore the copyright symbols across the image there.
I'm sorry, I got rid of Lucifer.
So anyway, 3 successes. You are walking through HMV. And as you walk through, and Alice, not Alice, and Gigi kind of bumps into you as they're kind of shuffling to try and hide the pants, the tracksuit bottoms, the joggers. I'll use English terms because we're in England. Spent far too long near you Americans. Stuffs the joggers behind the tray. You get this overwhelming sense of fear. It kind of is in the same back of the mind feeling that you got when the light had flew over you. The fear. It's also a kind of panic, but it feels young. It's not like an adult would panic and cause fear. It feels like a fear of the unknown, of something awakening. It lasts for about 4 or 5 seconds. But it was so strong that you are yourself now afraid. You've got nothing to be afraid of. There shouldn't really be anything for you to be afraid of. Your problem has gone away because Marcus stole their pants. But the feeling of fear has been imprinted on you. As this happens, you stop and stand still. You kind of go slightly pale. Gigi, you notice Heather in the shop because they've just brushed past you. If you've been trying to stuff these joggers, you're kind of still confused as to why you're doing this. I don't know why, but fuck it, whatever. And Heather knocks you, and you finish doing what you're doing, turn around, and you just see Heather stood there in the middle of the aisle between the racks of the tapes, stood stock still, eyes wide, pale. You can tell that there's maybe something is going on, but not what.
Heather?
Gigi,
Heather?
Gigi, something is wrong.
This is England. Everything's wrong. You're going to have to be specific, hun. They say hun in English?
I feel offended,
No,
but you're also very
no.
correct.
I don't know how to explain it. Something's going to happen. Something bad.
Okay. I know you just said you don't know how to explain it. I need more explanation.
Look, Gigi, you know how I am. I'm never upset about anything. But something bad is coming, and I'm really afraid.
Okay.
As this goes on, the lingering sense of fear that you're feeling also imparts, as it fades, there's a slight feeling of cold and damp and darkness.
I'm going to rub Heather's back. How about we go get a nice cup of tea? And we sit down.
Yeah, yeah. All right. It's really cold in here, isn't it?
It's not, is it?
Uh, what? Someone do the conversion for me. It's probably about 12 degrees. So what's low 70s? Maybe?
12 degrees
Yeah.
Celsius is 53 degrees Fahrenheit, which is
Oh shit, is it that cold? Fucking hell.
yeah.
I didn't realize it. Yeah, so for you at this time of year, it's not cold, it's not hot. In the
Bit of a-
shop, it will be a little bit warmer, maybe.
There's a bit of a nip in the air. Let's get you some tea.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be better.
All right. And I'm going to walk her out if she'll let me.
I go.
Do you know what this business with Marcus is? And have you seen Casey?
Paige.
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 Uh, yeah. There were these guys, and they were bullying Daniel, and I went and to talk to them, and then they started coming after me, and then Paige was taking pictures of them, and suddenly Marcus came up and he pantsed the one guy and ran off with
Oh.
his pants.
Oh. Oh, that explains what he threw in my hands. It's okay, I think we're the only people that go to that shop. I don't think he's going to find the pants anytime soon.
So for cup of tea reasons, any of the market stores, you can get a cup of tea and kind of off one of the market stores and find a step to sit on if you want to. Or there might be some, I call them greasy. I'm going to guess you. Do you know the term greasy spoon?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, there'll be some greasy spoons around.
$5.
So your choice:
Oh.
cup of tea from the market or from a greasy spoon.
You said yep to a Starbucks.
Now I said greasy spoon or the market. Starbucks doesn't exist in England until the late 90s.
Well, Gigi,
Greasy
it's your
spoon?
money, so whichever's cheaper.
Greasy spoon's probably going to be cheaper, isn't it?
They're probably just as expensive. They're probably just as cheap and shit as each other, to be fair. One's just inside where you'll be able to sit. The other one will be on a bench somewhere.
Yeah, let's go to the greasy spoon where we can sit inside and
Yeah, that'd be good.
Well, those two go off to the greasy spoon. Marcus and Paige, you see them heading off together. I'm going to guess you two are probably different parts of the market at the moment. You notice Heather is looking a little bit shaken. What do you do? Do you follow? Do you do your own thing?
I'm gonna check on Daniel first. Like-
Oh.
I mean, like they were kind of kicking him out while he's down and all that. So
Wow, someone actually noticed all the hints that I was dropping. Good play.
Hooks.
Cool. Yeah, so we'll deal with that in a second. What about Marcus?
Well, now that she said that, that's such a good idea. I feel like a dum dum saying I was just gonna run after Heather.
You can run after Heather. You can do whatever. You
Yeah.
remember you are the troublemaker.
Yeah, no, just Paige. That was really smart, and I wish I had thought of it. But I will stick with running after Heather to see and give Paige that scene.
Okay, cool. So what we shall do then is we shall take our quick 10-minute break as we're about halfway in, and we shall come back to having a cup of tea and a biscuit, and dealing with Daniel. So yes, we should take a 10-minute comfort break, grab ourselves drinks, snacks, whatever, and we should be back. Yeah, in 10 minutes. So, toodaloo. Everybody, hiya! We're back. I've got a different background, and I'm also very, very laggy because my computer hates Discord. So, yes, due to gremlins in the works, very, very nice. GG, I love it. Alisai. Someone pays for Discord Nitro. That's all I see there. I don't see the food. I see someone paying for Discord Nitro. So yes, due to gremlins in the works, and this being the 1980s, technology has failed us, and we've had to change ways we're doing this. So yeah, I apologize if I make people feel seasick if you're looking at me. I don't know why, but my computer lags the video screen, so I apologize if it annoys anybody. But yeah, so we're now back. We're now back in live. Everybody's here. We can hear everybody. Everybody can make noises.
Yay! Oh,
Yeah.
not right now. Oh, was that actually loud? Oh my god!
It was louder than I was expecting. Is all I'll say.
Oh no!
Let's. The great thing as well about this is I can turn you down, so you're not going to do that again. There we go.
Yay! I'm so sorry.
It's all right. It's my fault for doing this. Anyway, welcome back, everybody. Let us delve straight in. We are hopefully going to move forward with the story. So we shall come first to... Who shall we come first to? Let's come to Paige first. Paige is approaching Daniel. Daniel is sat in the corner of a shop window. Like, it's the window slightly recessed back from the main street. There's a little bit of corner that they can sit in. Little shelf, a little ledge by the window they're sitting on. They're kind of hunkered into the corner. Kind of looking a bit resigned. They'd been trying to talk to some adults, kind of completely like they'd forgotten what was going on before. They look like they have just been pushed around by a load of teenagers because, well, they have just been pushed around by a load of teenagers. As you approach them, you can tell just by looking at their face, Daniel's face, that he is tired. He's got sunken eyes. He's looking a bit pale. So your usual typical lack of sleep problems. Kind of looks up at you.
She
Hi.
kind of hi. She kind of bends down, listening. So in your eye level. Are you alright?
Yeah. I'm just trying to oh wow. Don't know if I should tell you. Oh, I know. You go to the school here. Yeah, I gave a talk, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Something weird's happening, and I can't tell you much, but I think you can help me, because, well, obviously you're young. You're much younger than me. You're not known around here. I'm sure you can help me, but we can't talk here. I'm being watched, and he's glancing around nervously as he says this.
Okay, she looks around too. Okay.
Yeah. And he goes, yeah. He kind of goes, I'm being watched.
Yeah.
And you eventually, after a little bit too obvious pointing of the finger, you noticed two figures, two men stood around,
Am I
trying
six,
to look
eight?
inconspicuous, There we go. That's the word, inconspicuous. But really failing at looking inconspicuous because they're a
Oh.
little bit too smartly dressed for the Sunday market in Great Yarmouth.
Yeah, it's just kind of narrows down. It's like MI9. Of course, just kind of just hissing that out.
Yeah.
Obviously, they do not exist.
Yeah. He's like, yeah. If you can get rid of them, there's something that I might need you and your friends to do. I can make it worth your while.
Oh, like she kind of looks over at him, and it's like she she has an idea. Like it's like, I have an idea.
Yeah. I'll just walk around the market. I'll be buying fruit and nothing. And you notice as he's doing this, he's also glancing clearly at whatever is going on the beach. So he's kind of glancing at the beach, glancing at the two men that are clearly bad agents at blending in. So yeah, and he goes, yeah. If you can distract them, maybe with a cat. Just cat's tail wafting around here.
Unfortunately, I cannot control this cat.
It's fine. It's fine. It's a better distraction than what usually happens to me. So
That is important.
Yeah, you can't control any cat, so.
yeah, cats are mostly empty in the brain until there's things that they need to concentrate on, which is either a red light or food or murder.
Yeah. Oh.
Sounds like me.
Alisai, are you secretly a cat?
I won't tell anyone.
It was like a
So
Oh, I hate
dad
that.
right there.
Yeah, I regret that one.
Yeah. As you should.
Yeah.
cool. So yes, Daniel obviously has asked for your help to get rid of these two secret agents. We shall call them MI9,
Yeah,
Mulder and
MI9.
Scully, Men in Black, whatever they are. And he goes, yes, great, thank you. I'll just be over here somewhere. And he kind of shuffles off, hunched over. You kind of you see him go, as he realizes that he has actually just been kicked a few times, and things start to hurt. So yeah, you are now been given a task.
Mhm.
Considering what we learnt about Paige last session, I'm a little bit worried, shall we say?
I have the lighter. It's fine.
We can't burn the whole town down, okay? Well, you can, but that might end badly for everybody.
I mean, a cow did it to Chicago.
The
Well,
Bakers did it to London.
Well, it helps. I guess I can perhaps just run it by you first.
Yeah, you can. Well, you can do whatever you like. I don't care. Are you going to complete this task by yourself, or are you going to need help? Do you have a plan, Paige?
Yeah, that's it.
That's really disturbing, Alisai.
Okay,
TV.
so no.
Freaking me out.
I guess I get that to know. Right. Okay. Yeah, she's going to start looking for the others.
Okay. You remember seeing them going off into the Greasy Spoon. Not sure what to call it. If anyone can think of a good name for a Greasy Spoon.
Ooh, it's got to be British. The Chips.
Is that the name for the spoon? No, I was just going to say that can be the name. It's got to be British.
Second
That's
to
that's it. That's
second-
what it's
that's
called.
it.
It's got to be British.
Oh
Well,
my
that
gosh.
makes your biscuits and gravy very out of place.
Because it also
Biscuits.
gives hints to the future problem of the UK, where we
The
make
Tea Party.
bad choices.
Biscuits and gravy is never out of place. However, a certain economic decision in which Britain gave up all of the benefits of being in a larger trade partnership with none of the drawbacks of being in the larger trade partnership because they got to make all of the decisions when they signed
Because
on.
it's got to be British.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's
okay.
got to be British.
Okay, oh, I thought.
Great
I thought
Yarmouth
my
is-
idea was a no. So.
Oh no, I think I love that idea. We'll just post that in the main chat just to make sure everybody is okay with that.
Okay, that's it.
Ben
Yeah,
made
no.
a Ratchet
Great
reference.
Yarmouth, where you are, is one of the places that voted to leave the EU. So you are in a place that is. It's gotta be British.
God.
Oh.
No.
So the adult version of you four could well be one of the problems.
You know, Thatcher wasn't that bad. Oh God, I got a headache after I said that out loud.
I just want things to be like when I was a kid.
Cool. Anyway, whilst you all check that you are okay with Medi's plan, we'll come to the greasy spoon. It's got to be British. Where we have a panicking Heather being looked after by Gigi, and Marcus has just entered as well.
I have a quick question, and this is incredibly important to the development of the plot and the character and everything happening.
Certain
in this
it
game.
is.
This is going to be pointless.
Is there okay? I was like, you don't know me.
I know that there's a certain number of E's in your name.
Is there a half to three quarters eaten basket of chips on a table I can snatch on the way over to Heather? Like someone's like left their table and it hasn't been picked up yet, so just leftover food on a table.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll grab some.
I will
chips.
say that they are very heavily salted.
Oh, perfect.
And they are very, very heavily vinegared.
Perfect.
So much so that it's kind of making you cry a little bit.
That's the only way to eat them.
Because that is the way we eat them in England.
Yes.
We have ketchup, which has not gone off because there was a thing at the very beginning of this game in the chat where they were talking about is out of date ketchup a thing?
No.
So
Betty is so excited to get that shout out.
No.
I mean, is it a thing? I figure in your has like two modes. Right? Good. Still fresh, good ketchup, and sentient ketchup.
Yeah. Oh, and the other quick thing is the chat has just reminded me. This is malt vinegar.
Yes.
You are not putting in like rice vinegar or other weird vinegars on
Or
your
white vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar on
vinegar.
my fries.
But also, yes, as Ben said, you tried it with other things.
That's right.
So yes, malt vinegar, the brown stuff.
And she was listening to The Cure at the time. She didn't know.
But yes, okay, so yes, there is some fish and chips that you can see, although heavily salted, heavily vinegared, with some non-out-of-date ketchup bottles lying around, and some mustard bottles lying around.
Yeah. So I've done a lot of running, a little out of breath, and now I am eating these soggy vinegar chips.
Yeah, they're cold as well, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I'll just sit down and be like, Everybody okay?
Heather's having a little bit of a come apart.
First time seeing someone
fine.
without their pants on?
I couldn't care less about that, but I'm
Oh.
fine. 'Cause I'm always fine.
Is this like one of those I'm fine but not fine moments?
It's one of those I'm fine but not fine moments.
Oh. Oh, oh, Heather, no, no.
I'm like fine. I'm fine. I'm like fine. I've got my tea.
Look at Gigi. What do we do here?
I got her tea.
Just awkwardly hold the basket of chips. You want a chip?
Oh, I so want a chip.
Just. I got. Look back at Gigi. I got her chips.
Where's the ketchup?
Grab it from the. I assume we're at a booth or a table. Just kind of grab it and awkwardly pass it to her. Okay.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie, I was
I-
expecting a little bit more about the fact that I just took the pants off that guy. So, but okay, what's going on?
Marcus, I don't know. I tried to explain it to Gigi, but there's just I've got a
No.
really bad feeling.
You did not try to explain anything to me. You told me that you can't explain it, and I asked you for a better explanation.
And I said, I've got a really bad feeling, and something bad is coming.
I got a feel.
I turn and I look at Marcus, and I just kind of...
Okay. Oh, okay. Like, what? Like finals? You don't worry about tests.
Of course not. I'm going to do great. Why would I worry about that? It's just something is going to go wrong soon. And it has to do with the light from last night, and I don't know why Daniel is involved, but it's something bad is happening with Daniel, with the lights, and it's coming soon, and it's freaking me out.
Okay. Okay. When lights bother me, I throw rocks at them until they break.
What?
Yeah.
No.
I don't think that's gonna help.
I just gotta put my. Why not? It's a good idea.
'Cause it's not a light bulb, it was just a light. It was just the sky lit up.
What do you call it? We were learning about it. When you say one thing, and it's kind of like that version of that thing at a smaller scale.
Smaller?
No, like I'm throwing lights at a light bulb, or I'm throwing rocks at a light bulb. Can't we like throw lights at the big lights, but like different?
Throw lights at the big lights.
I think that was almost a metaphor, but
Metaphor. That's the word.
I'm not certain that's the word.
that's not what you described. That's
No.
not how metaphor.
No. It is a metaphor because one thing is the other, and a simile is something is like the other. And this is the other thing. Throwing rocks at the light is throwing light at the bigger lights. I got this.
So the rock is a light?
No. The rock you throw at
It's
the
just
light.
falling apart.
No. The rock you throw at the small light. Keep up. This makes sense, Heather. Okay, listen. You throw the rock at the small light, but then you got to throw light at the big light because rocks can't hurt big light. Only light can.
How are those test scores coming, bud?
Do you guys have A, B, C, D, F grades over there? I've got A's all my classes.
Who did you scare into doing your homework?
And I'm gonna stop helping you with your homework because it is not really helping.
School's easy.
So whilst this is going on,
I must
because
say,
I'm lost as hell.
I'm no longer frightened, but I'm just confused.
Yeah, the fear is.
Hey, it's effective.
It's a
If it works.
We'll go with your plan, Paige.
You don't want to go
You
with
hear
my plan
else-
over Pages?
just because. You hear outside Paige scream. What do you scream, Paige?
Yeah, it's like
What happens?
And she says that she is she first off she tucks away her camera, then she runs full speed right into one of the MI 7, 9, 10 guys. And then this is a very visibly crashing into him, and then grabbed onto his hand. So and then just kind of flailed, his head screaming, "Oh, let me go!" And then just start going, yelling, I guess he's being kidnapped, and just stranger danger, that sort of thing. Just drawing all the eyes on them.
Yeah. And you hear this scream as you are trying to make sense of what Marcus is talking about.
I'm going to look out the window. Can I see what Paige is doing from here?
Yes.
Oh. Paige just tackled a guy. Paige just tackled a guy.
The hell?
Paige, what?
I'm up and I am running out. I am jumping over the bench and I'm running out the door.
You obviously
And
also hear
and also
the
he-
stranger danger scream going on.
Yeah, she's like just grabbing on his hand, so it makes it look like he's grabbing her arm,
Oh
that.
my gosh. Yeah. Look, Heather, like we gotta go.
Yeah,
Alright.
as you
Yeah,
Go
I'm
off.
going to pay the bill.
the sensible one of the group.
Thanks, Marcus.
As you run out, you start to see a lot of the adults and the grown-ups around the area. They actually are paying attention. The stranger danger call has remarkably worked. Usually these things don't tend to work, but a young girl screaming stranger danger, two men in suits appearing to harass her. One of the big market stall guys, like they tend to be burly, white apron, starts walking up and goes, "Oi, you two! Leave that girl alone! Get off her! We're not doing anything. Just get off me! Get up! Go! Don't know who you are." It's like, not having that. I saw you. You went for her first. Fucking weirdo. Get the fuck out of here! And like all the market stall staff suddenly kind of come up, and it's like you can quite clearly see like the two men are like, "Oh, fuck." And like, Will, yeah. So we're really sorry. Please, one of them reaches into their pocket and the goes, "Don't you? Oh, come on, fucking, don't you?" He's like, "No, I'm just my wallet, just my wallet." And he kind of like pulls out like a load of £20 notes, and he just kind of hands you a wad of money. We're sorry, sorry, and then he just fucking
Oh,
runs.
this makes it worse.
And then the guy's like, "Yeah, it's fucking right, you leave, you bastards!" And he kind of chases after them, waving a baguette in the air.
To be fair, that is dangerous.
Yeah. Well, in England it is at this time because they don't really know what baguettes are, and this thing's probably out about 2 weeks old and is dwarven war bread-esque. But yeah, Paige, you are now about £150 richer. What this equates to in modern money is probably about $600.
Holy shit.
No.
Yeah, you've just been given a lot of money.
Wow.
And there's a few grown-ups chasing after them. One of the other market stall, the older ladies who like to sell the fruits. Like, "Are you okay, my dear?"
Oh, yeah. I am now.
Oh, I can bet you are. You did quite well out of that. I know it's not
Yeah.
obviously a nice experience, but well, a good thing came out of it. Kinda.
Yeah.
I don't think
Okay.
I don't think they'll be back. Steve will proper see him off. He will. They'll be lucky if they can walk after this, I suppose.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Like, like.
Yeah, have an apple. It'll make you feel better as well. Get some vitamins into you. You're looking a bit pasty.
Oh,
He is
thank you.
baguetted and dangerous.
You know what they
Yeah,
say:
we
an
do.
apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Yeah, and weird and like strange men apparently as well.
Yeah,
Strange
yeah,
adults.
yeah. Stranger
Very
danger.
shaky.
Doctors are a bit strange as well. You know, they have these
Yeah.
strange, funny ideas.
Very, very much so.
Like they
A lot of
believe in
quacks
this
these days.
like this science thing they talk about. Apparently drugs help you, and I don't like them drugs. I've been told drugs are bad.
Yeah, they are definitely.
And as this lady is quite clearly going off down a batshit weird route, we'll have Gigi and Marcus turn. I was like, yeah, you shouldn't be taking anything the doctors are telling you to take. It's probably full of all these like weird chemicals, and chemicals are bad for you.
Patricia,
having
dear,
some-
how are you doing?
Oh, hi there, Gigi. Did
Hey.
Hammy get the bananas I sent him?
Oh yes, he loved them. Have you talked to Victoria today?
Oh no. Oh, that's probably a good thing I
Oh
should do.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard she went to the doctor's. I should probably have a word with her.
Oh, you should have a
Yeah.
word with her. Yeah, don't tell her I sent you though.
Oh no, it's all hush hush.
Oh yes.
I know how you work. I've got it. Yeah. And she throws you an apple as well, and looks at Marcus and like,
What?
"You don't be taking none of my apples while I'm not around." And she walks off.
The bad seed.
I passed Marcus the apple.
I'll take the apple under my breath. Be like, well, water's a chemical too. Everything's a chemical, old lady. Oh.
Paige, are you okay?
Oh,
Yeah,
We saw you
very
tackle
much.
him.
Yeah. But Daniel wanted it, and want a distraction, and I offered, and apparently now I'm like £150 richer.
That was a
Kind of look at
distraction.
the sort of money, and it's like I honestly didn't expect that.
You have how much money?
She kind of like holds up the banknotes.
Hide that. Put that away. Hide
Like,
that.
puts it. She kind of like puts it in her I guess bag pocket. No, actually, she puts it in inside her shoe.
Women didn't have pockets in the 80s.
Yeah.
Women still don't have pockets, which is really
Yeah.
annoying.
It's true.
Skirts not having pockets, dresses not having pockets.
Yeah, no, she just takes out her shoe and just stuffs it inside, and just dumps it, and just puts it back on, stops it. Boom. There.
Paige, how's your camera after you tackled that guy?
I mean, I put it in my bag, so it's like just kind of double checks just in case. And it's
Oh, before you do that, then before you say yes, it's good or not, roll me a d6. Even
Uh-oh.
numbers, it's fine. Odd number, it's not.
Oh no. Okay. Odd. Okay, so that's not fine.
It's not fine. We will
Oh.
we will see. It looks damaged. You can't tell how badly it's damaged. You know you'll need to get home to look at it in more detail.
Oof. Okay,
Yeah, Paige,
I should probably
you
read.
got 150 pounds. Let's just get you a better one.
Yeah, the money you've got can buy you a really good camera.
Or, Paige,
And hear me out.
we go ride the roller coaster, and we go hit up the arcade. Did y'all have arcades in the 80s in England?
Yeah, there's any beach town in England has penny arcades,
Okay.
and it will have so they'll be. Google them, have a look at them. They're a interesting place of lots of bright, flashy light bulbs,
Oh yeah.
penny arcades, and like Pac-Man stuff. So it's like kind of what you'd imagine an arcade, but also full of people who smoke and drink and gamble.
Gotcha. I know exactly what you're talking about. Got it. Yeah, we go ride the roller coasters. We go to the arcade. We eat everything.
Marcus.
What?
Marcus.
What?
It's Paige's money.
I mean, like we could try that maybe if I have any left over.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm saying we.
You sweet boy.
As you are doing this, oh no,
Paige's
go
camera
ahead.
is messed up. Paige's camera's messed up, and
Oh.
Paige needs a new one. So let's see how much that costs, and then if we can go to the arcade after, maybe.
Yeah, but I think Daniel is wanted to say, tell me something. Like kind of looks over where he was.
Daniel is actually walking up to you, kind of like, that was amazing.
Thank you.
Wow.
Oh no, just that's it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not getting on the wrong side of you. Oh, that's dangerous. Oh, hello everybody.
Daniel.
Thank you very much for that, Paige. Hi. I guess you're all from the school together.
Hi.
Hi, Daniel.
Hi. Yeah. Cool. Cool. Blimey. Was a bit of a thing there, wasn't it? Oof. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah. It's it's gone all a bit mad here, hasn't it? I'm guessing you might know a thing or two about what's been happening.
Saw the light
maybe?
flying in the sky away from the loop and then back to the loop. We're in the market, nobody's listening.
You can tell he's quite on edge. That had nothing to do with me. No.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what that was, but
You're not.
something came through from the other side
And then went
I-
back.
and then went back. I don't know what it was, but it moved with intent.
There's another
Not-
side to the loop?
Oh, so the rumors
Not the loop. Right. I'll keep this simple. Where to begin? And he starts like, just come with me and I'll explain things as we walk. And he starts walking towards the beach. He's like, so the loop is an experiment, right? You know what experiments are? Yeah, cool. It provides power, is kind of what the government want you to think it mainly does. So math, not that subject, maths, not that, math, the government people who do fishing and farming stuff. They run the loop. They do experiments on the wildlife and see the effects of what the loop does to the wildlife, blah, 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 blah. Government bullshit. It also performs deep physics experiments. It tests the realms of possibility. This world that we exist in now is one of many. And a quick thing, the first planets have yet to be discovered. Exoplanets do not exist. Their first one was discovered in 1994. So, but they still weren't kind of popular knowledge until much later. But yeah, so this reality, shall we say, this universe is vast, but it might not be the only one. So something came through one of these experiments from somewhere. Don't know where. Could be from there. Be from there. There. And he kind of just points over. Or it could be from the other side. I don't know. Does that make sense? Am I making sense to you?
Yeah.
Would I
yeah,
be crazy if I said yes?
No. You'd be crazy if you said no.
I mean, it makes sense. So, I guess there's a lot of roads and like, so, up, up, there.
There's nothing there.
In here, there's lots of things in here. It's those ones who are watching. There's nothing out there for them to watch. Those ones. We see you.
That brain cell's just bouncing back and forth.
So, Daniel,
yeah.
is there
yes,
only
yeah.
one other side, or is there more than one other side?
There's possibly one, there's possibly two, there's possibly 10, there's possibly infinite out there, a number you cannot count to. There are infinite possibilities of an infinite number of options for you to choose from in an infinitely expanding universe where the distance between here and there is infinitely small but also infinitely big, and the gap between that can be the size of the universe or it can be the size of a pea, and anything can fit through that if you think infinitely on the infinite scales of infiniteness.
Like
So
Star
more than
Trek.
one. So basically more than one.
I don't know. It's an infinite possibility that there's more than one, but there's also an infinite possibility that it is only one.
Hmm.
But it also might not come from the other side. It might have come from a planet or another galaxy or another star. We don't know. Something came through. Anyway, something came through. Something visited us that is not from here. And it
Alien.
wasn't from Ipswich.
Marcus, he's not talking about a light.
Okay, like,
Did
like,
Marcus have a light bulb moment?
No, I was muted, but I
I
yelled,
think
"Or
Marcus
from
is gonna throw
Australia."
the light. Marcus
Like-
is about to throw the light.
pages that like this goes like gives a big aw, and then it just takes a notebook and just like crosses out the Ipswich Mothman.
You're also just ticking off various other conspiracy theories, crossing off some, ticking off others. Like yes, boo, 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 yes. Boo. Anyway, Marcus.
I'm trying to process all of this. Like, you're saying it could come from there, come from here, come from like. I don't. Are you saying like from a different country?
It did
Bit
not.
farther.
Yeah, it did not come from this planet. It did not come from Earth. That's probably that. I probably should have said that at the beginning, shouldn't I?
Oh.
Daniel,
Yeah.
how do you know? How do you know it doesn't come from here? What about it lets you know that it comes from somewhere else?
Oh, have you? Did you see it?
Well, I saw the light, but I didn't see what.
Did you know anything in this world that can appear magically out of nowhere, fly around on light, and then disappear into the middle of nowhere? Because I sure as hell don't, and I've got a degree.
I saw a magic show once.
But yeah, now that I think about it, it was really quiet back last night.
I mean, I've seen helicopters that can turn their lights off, so
Did you hear the helicopter blades?
everything was strangely quiet.
There we go. Anyway, yeah, it's not just. I'm the adult here. I'm the one with the degree. I'm gone through life. Just take my word on it for the moment. But yeah, so this was one of the experiments that went wrong. And well, something was left behind. Whatever it was that came and went, it left something behind. Now, I'm going to guess you've been open to my discussions. You guys have a bit more maybe of an open mind than them. And he kind of looks back and points to the adults of the market.
No pointing. No pointing.
Sorry. Well, yeah, they just say it's a weather balloon. It's definitely not a weather balloon. The police have closed off the beach, and I need to get into that pipe. That leads into the loop. But I can't get in. They won't let me in. My Anyway, something has been left behind. It's in the tunnels. I'm sure of it. Like, I can't get in, but well, you can see the cops, right? The coppers down there. Not all of them are coppers. Like those two you just scared off me, lady. Thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. I see you've already been paid. You did quite well out of that. It's like a month's wages, that. Fucking hell. Tax-free as well. Wow.
My dad says taxes are evil.
They are.
They
They
are.
are.
Yeah, mine says the same thing.
What you do, taxes, right? You go get a job, and they go, "We're going to pay you loads of money, and then the government goes, "Yeah, we're going to take all of that money off you. You're going to get like, say, for example, we're going to pay you £100 to do this job." The government will go, "Yeah, out of that £100, 60 of it is ours." So you're like, I thought I was going to get rich and have money, but I've only got 40 quid. What the fuck am I meant to do with 40 quid? What the fuck did the government do with all this money? They fucking trashed the. Anyway, we'll not get into that.
Abolish the
Politics.
NHS. That's what my dad says.
My dad says only Thatcher
Yeah.
can help us. I hate my dad.
I don't pay attention to politics.
You're too young. You're too young. By the time you can vote, she'll be gone. So
Okay.
faith in the future, faith in the youth. You seem like intelligent kids. Cool. Anyway, yes, after those coppers, they're not real coppers. They're what is known as Regis. Now, let's see if I can remember what Regis stands for.
Oh, sheesh. Oh, it's an acronym. Oh, God.
It's an acronym. I think I put it in the. I think it's an acronym.
A morning talk show host?
I did put a little bit about it in the Google Doc. I'm just trying to find it.
Oh, right, the Google Doc. I could have read that.
Yes, the Google Doc, which has all the history and everything in it, and one bit
right.
about the Regional Geomagnetic Information Sciences Department.
What the fuck?
Okay, it sounds like somebody just put letters together, and I'm saying this in character. That sounds like somebody put letters together so that it would spell a name.
Welcome to the government.
But the last
Also-
word is department. How does it end in an S if the last word is department?
Because it's the Regis Department. But yeah, if you think this is bad, don't go looking at astrophysics. Because they have something called Holy Cow. And don't even ask where they got that from. Sorry,
of
no,
character.
that's a real thing. That
Yeah,
is
out
a
of
real
character.
thing. There is an actual research thing.
I'm about to
Holy
text
cow.
my brother because his focus was astrophysics.
I'm a doctor of theoretical astrophysics. So, yeah, if you want some absolutely insane acronyms, astrophysics has some amazing ones. There's like codes that people have created to make acronyms out of your projects because we're nerds. But yeah, so
What?
just throw
This
slight shade
nerd?
over my entire career there. But yeah, so yeah, it's so what they are. You've probably never heard of them because they like to keep quiet. Like the math is the face. Regis are, well, they are the leading investigation committee responsible for unexplained phenomena. Is what they go by. That's their remit. So they look at, I don't know, spooky shit. I suppose that's the word you could say. And so this shit that happened, that's their big. But they're secret government agency, which means, well, everything they do is off the books. And so those security guards, if they do something and it's not seen in public, it never happened. Yes, me dear.
Why don't they just call themselves the spooky shit department? They can just go by the SS.
You've done history, right? We'll not talk about the problems with that acronym. You'll come across that in a couple of years in history. Because fuck the Nazis.
That's right.
I feel like we all just had to.
I hate those guys.
So this thing, possibly a ship, possibly a living thing, dunno. Drop something off. Unexplained shit happened. Regis turned up, took over the entire fucking place, and now I can't do anything.
Daniel, besides the lights, like that was the thing coming in and it dropped something off. So what happened because of the thing that came from the other side or the infinite other sides, or maybe not the other side, but somewhere else?
They're not here.
They came, they dropped something off, and they left.
But you said unexplained things happened. What happened?
This thing turned up out of the fucking middle of excuse my language, sorry children. Came out of nowhere. That's unexplained. It came out of
Yeah, so
nowhere.
what? So what? Like why do we
Something has
care?
come out because something has come out of nowhere that we don't know where it's come from and has left as a present and disappeared. Now, the usual kind of people who come up out of nowhere, leave you a present and disappear tend to not be very good people because it's
Unless
sometimes a
there's
bomb.
Santa Claus. Santa Claus does that, right?
Yeah, but we know where he comes from, doesn't he? We if you believe in him, he comes from. Where does he come from?
The North
The
Pole.
North Pole.
North Pole.
The North Pole. I complete
Wow.
mind blank.
I'm really hoping that's Daniel
Apparently-
in character, not knowing where Santa comes from.
Apparently, it's different in Britain. He just shows up
Lapland.
when
That's
the
what I was
doctor
trying to
needs
fucking
him.
think of. Lapland.
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 Lapland?
Lapland?
What?
Where does
Greenland.
where does Krampus come from?
Where does what come from?
Krampus.
I'm just Google Lapland. It's the home of Santa Claus, not the North Pole.
Region in Finland? Finland?
Yes. Finland.
That's not a real place.
What, Finland? Finland? I can assure you, Finland is very much a real place. I know Americans have a problem with geography, but Finland is definitely a very real place.
You
Wait,
mean
but do they
Alaska
have
the
elves?
sequel?
Are there elves in Finland?
Yes, it's part of Scandinavia. Well, I suppose, yes, it is part of Scandinavia. In Sami folklore, there are elves. But anyway,
So, even though I know where Santa Claus comes from, I also know what he does. And that gets me back to my question. You said unexplained things happened when this thing was dropped off from where we don't know where it's from. So what were the unexplained things that happened? Besides it showing up.
it turning up, it dropping something off that we don't know what it is, and disappearing. How is that?
I'm in.
What?
I'm in.
What are you in for?
What
are you into?
Whatever he wants us to do. We've got secret stuff. We've got cops. We've got the loop. We could go break into places. Guys, this is going to be really awesome.
Actually, that's a great question. What do you want us to do?
Ojo, I want you to get into that tunnels and get in there and find out what it dropped off.
Why can't you get into the tunnels? You said they're keeping you out. But
Heather.
how would we be able to get in
Heather.
if there's someone there keeping you out?
Heather, an adult is giving us permission to break in somewhere.
I
Never
understand.
happens.
Let's do it.
Okay, but some of us have a test to study for.
You're going to pass it anyway. Let's go do something stupid. You're going to pass it anyway.
Well, good point. All right.
Paige?
Obviously.
Yes.
As you are doing this and having this conversation about this, you've kind of ended up on the beach, relatively close to where the police presence and cordon is. you kind of having this, I wouldn't say loud, but vibrant
Active?
conversation, active conversation, as this of this man trying to explain to a group of very young teenagers that weird shit has happened, and having that very stereotypical argument with kids where it's like, yeah, but what weird shit, and just the endless circle of an argument that goes on with kids.
It doesn't matter what it is. Go do crimes, kids.
Yeah. You hear that
My inner 13-year-old, I can't help it.
yeah, one of the cops is like, "Oi, you! It's fucking you! Get over here!" And Daniel's like,
That's Marcus.
"Fuck!" And looks panicked. He's like, "Shit! I've got to get out of it!" And he bolts, and two coppers run after him.
Oh, so the entrance is now open.
We'll let Alasai or Gigi ask the question, and then I'll explain the look of the rest of the place for you. Yes.
Out of character mustache. Don't you mean Scarpet?
Yes, fine, scarpered, buggered off. Brave Sir Robin buggered off.
I love how with everything I say I can watch you age.
You know how to push the buttons. But I wouldn't have it any other way. So these two coppers have chased after Daniel off down the beach into town somewhere. The beach, you are on the beach itself. It's quite wide. At the top end where you are, there is a, what do they call them? A break wall, which is
Breakwater?
maybe breakwater. Yeah, it's maybe about 2 meters high, so maybe 6, 7, 8 feet high. Big curve. Around that part of the beach is stone and shingle. It then fades into sand. You are now standing on the sandy bit, and then as it gets towards the coast, the actual sea itself, it turns into stone again, stone and shingle. English beaches is very, very stony. Makes for uncomfortable lying. But the area that is being cordoned off is probably the size of one of your classrooms. So maybe, I don't know, everything 30 foot by 30 foot. I don't know what that is, 10 meters by 10 meters. So it's quite a large area, and it's centered around what looks like a drainage pipe. A very large drainage pipe that a human could walk down. It is cordoned off with police tape and probably about 10 more police officers / men in black. Yes, 2 have left, but it is still clearly guarded. There are police vans. There are similar trucks to what you saw going to the loop last session. Not Humvees, because we didn't have Humvees in England, but like the old army trucks and stuff kind of camping around. This entrance is quite clearly unenterable, because that's a word I've just decided is a word. I'm going to ask one question to Paige, and then we are at the 3-hour mark, so we shall be calling it today. So Paige, being the weirdo type, the weirdo character, and exploring the town and liking weird stories and folklore and things, how much do you like abandoned churches?
Very.
Very cool.
Yeah. I'd say she's the sort to actually, be doing the whole urban exploration thing before it actually was a thing.
Oh no, it very much was a thing. It just wasn't called that, and people would just end up dying.
Yeah.
It's how we found the parish catacombs, for crying out loud. It's like, oh yes, look, there's catacombs of dead people. Oh shit, I'm dead because I'm trapped down here. But yes, okay, cool. So what we shall say then, the final closing remarks for this session. As you look at this sewer entrance that is quite clearly guarded, vague memories come back to a time when you were exploring an abandoned church to the north of the city, the town. That something very similar was buried in the catacombs or the undercroft of this church. It had a rusted gate in front of it, padlocked. The church itself had not been occupied for, from what you could tell, a good couple of decades. But the padlock itself, not the gate, but the padlock itself, from your memory, shined. And at this point, we shall end the session. So, thank you very much. Much less food shenanigans this week, much more pants shenanigans.
Yeah. And
So-
absolute chaos.
Yes, I hope you all enjoyed that session today of Tales from the Loop. They grow up so fast. Episode 2 of Easter Egg Hunt. Thank you very much, everyone, for playing. It was a lot of fun, as always. I love the directions that you go that I am so not prepared for. Absolutely brilliant. So I hope everyone who was watching enjoyed it as well. We shall do a very quick wrap up. Everyone gets to say who you are, if you have social medias, and who you played. We started with Marcus and finished with Paige last time, so we'll start with Paige. Paige.
I'm Eddie. Currently, just don't have any functional social media yet, but yeah, that's about it from my end. Just going over to Heather.
I'm Tracy, and you can find me at the Folkloring Podcast or the Folklore Podcast, or you can find any of my games at madmenandheroes.com. And so over to Gigi.
Marcus.
Are we just
I thought-
skipping you then?
Fine. Hi, I'm LSI. I play GG today, and I have no social media. Don't go looking for me.
That sounded more like a threat than anything else.
You know why? Because it's
Yeah,
what?
I get it.
Steve.
Hello, everybody. My name is Steve. I am only online in the Stolen Fires Discord. There, I'm Voodoo Arcade. I hang out, we chat, we do fun stuff. Check out Stolen Fires. I don't know if our wonderful game master is pitching Stolen Fires after this, but I will, because it's run by Rachel, and she's my very close friend, and I think she runs a really cool Discord and a really cool channel. So thank you for tuning in here, and go to the Discord. So,
Yeah, Discord is linked in the chat.
Join us.
For anybody who is new, join us there. Join us. Yeah. So yes, I am David. I have been your games master on social media. You can find me as the Drogon Storyteller. I'm on most of them except the Burning Bird app, because fuck that. Whether I actually do anything or post anything on social media is a different thing, but I do exist on social media. If you're on Discord, I am Dr. Hageldaz. In Stolen Fires, I think Ben changed my name to Dr. Hagendaz.
Yeah, but like, yeah,
Damn
for
it,
a moment
Ben.
there, I thought that was you know how it's supposed to pronounce. Like it's like wait,
Yeah.
I thought I was been pronouncing it the wrong way the whole time.
It's been weeks.
I thought you were just an ice cream.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought
been
you were just an
weeks.
ice cream man with a
And nobody's
doctorate.
really noticed.
Who
I
trusts
like it. I
this
think it's
man
fun.
with power?
That wonderful person we were talking about a minute ago, Rachel, who is actually a wonderful person, trusted Ben with power. So yes, also massive thank you to Stolen Fires and Rachel, who owns this channel, for letting us run this absolute pure chaos. She's a wonderful person. Do go check out Stolen Fires, the Discord channel. It is a laugh a minute there. She's all over social media with Stolen Fires as well. And there are other games being run throughout the week on Stolen Fires by other awesome GMs and other awesome players.
Great.
Tomorrow is The Between. The Between comes back. Friday, I'm looking forward to, is the rap party for June. I've forgotten the name of the game that we're doing, but they finished it last week. It was epic. Rap party next week. It's going to be a bit of a break, and then Old Gods of Appalachia is starting, and yeah! Not super hyped for that. Monday is Fringeworthy. Tuesday is Wrath, which actually says at the bottom of the screen, unless Steve changed it.
Right?
Yes, I changed it. I totally changed it because I'm very good at running this, and you should be very impressed by me because I changed it. It was me.
Yes, I do mean Wraith. Sorry, Alistair. You get another apology. Well done. You're doing well. Wraith 20th anniversary. So there's loads of games happening. It's an awesome place to hang out, come chill with friends, and just be silly. I can do serious, but I don't know. I just seem to join silliness at the moment. So
You
I need silliness
invited
in there.
me on.
No, you
Yes.
asked if there was a space and said only if there's space can I play, and I went there is space, and you came on.
You did not deny me to join.
No, because I love the chaos.
Yay!
So yes, we shall be back same time next week for more chaos. We might get this first part of the scenario finished. We shall see. But yes, come join us. Come join for the fun, for the games, and the shit talking about the English.
Ah, yes.
Goodbye, everybody.
Toodles.
Stick around.
Toodle pips.
Rachel
Toodle
says
pips.
stick around for a
darlings.
raid. We will raid
We're
someone.
doing a raid. Don't leave.
Going on a raid. Where are we raiding?
Raid somebody.
We are raiding Dork Tales. Very cool people who do very cool games. I think they're doing Vampire right now. So,
Dork
Cool.
Tales.
Yeah.
Ah, woo.
bye everybody.
Ducktail. Yes. Bye.
Bye.